Hey everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Today we're going to talk about mastering consistency to achieve goals. My sibling is a math teacher, and he informed me that there are three categories of students in his classroom. The first are the students who accomplished less than 40% of their assigned work in the week leading up to the exam were more likely to do poorly on the exam. While the second kind completed between 60 and 80% of their assignments, studied somewhat for the exam, and managed an average mark. The third type completed all of their assignments and still managed to pass with a C. Didn't put in much effort to prepare for the big exam despite having the requisite ability or talent. Typically achieve a passing grade of B or above. So why did the students who turned in every assignment succeeded more often? When the time arrived for the exam, how did you perform? Nothing beats consistency. Nothing beats turning up every day. So it's not that they were necessarily smarter or more skilled. Rather, they just didn't view the assignment as optional, and as a result, they got better results over time. Putting in a lot of hours, consistency then is a skill you must cultivate if you are to realize your aims. You need to treat achieving your objectives as a need, not a suggestion. To realize your objectives, you must put up the effort required to study for them. However, how do we learn to be consistent? What are some strategies for making sure we actually do our assignments? To get you started on the path to consistency, mastery, and success, here are 8 suggestions. Number 1. Make a plan. Much like a professor designing a unit of study that includes weekly homework assignments, make a plan for how you'll achieve your objectives, complete with a timeline detailing the steps you'll take and when you expect to complete them. To achieve your weight loss goal of 20 pounds, you must first determine your activity and diet strategies. Number 2. Create milestones. Milestones are sub-goals inside your overall objective that serves as checkpoints for your progress. This is important because the details are what ultimately determine the success or failure of your overall objective. Therefore, we should honor them. If you want to save $1,000, mark the occasion each time you add $100, $200, $300, etc. to your savings account. Treat each addition as a victory. It will seem like you are creating something. Plus, you won't be as likely to lose motivation if you dedicate some time to working towards your objectives. Number 3. Actually make time for your goals. Many people fail to achieve their goals because they did not set aside dedicated work time. If you want to make money selling your landscape paintings online, you'll need to create quite a few of them. For this reason, you could set a daily goal of working on your paintings from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We will never get those 2 hours back. We reserve the hours of 8 to 10 exclusively for our artistic endeavors. Therefore, you have no justification for not doing it. Number 4. Only worry about the present moment. Do not get caught up in planning out your next day, week, or month's efforts towards your objective if you have set an ambitious target for yourself. Future-oriented contemplation can be helpful, but it can also be paralyzing if you dwell on it for too long. Today and what you do with it is the only time that matters. If you want to remain consistent, how are you going to do it now? When it comes to how you represent yourself now, what kind of a person are you? Number 5. Stop negotiating with yourself. My brother's top math students were the ones who didn't bother negotiating their own success with themselves. The student didn't consider the assignments to be voluntary. They went ahead and executed it immediately. Ignore the, well, I'll only do half of my workout ideas if they enter your head. The next time your mind says something like, oh, I'll only write for 20 minutes instead of an hour, or any similar justification for avoiding effort, remind yourself that it is doing just that. Our natural inclination is to put off unpleasant tasks or try to come up with a compromise in order to minimize our exposure to suffering. It's important to keep in mind that you already made a commitment to end this and must follow through immediately. Do not give in to your inner negotiator. Number 6. Revisit your goals often. Maintain a daily journal in which you reflect on your aspirations. Put them on notes and stick them to the mirror in the restroom. Make a habit of working toward your goals by setting a recurring alarm on your phone. Now, think about your goal frequently to keep yourself motivated, but don't get stuck focusing exclusively on the end result. Reflect on the motivations that lead you to start working towards this objective. Try asking yourself these questions to get to the bottom of why you want this so badly. To feel better about life? Is it so that you can experience more emotion? Investigate your sentiments thoroughly, as maintaining a consistent attitude is crucial to being consistent. Belief in the value and significance of your objective will motivate you to put out effort towards it. So don't lose sight of the feelings that motivated you to create the objectives in the first place. You can also keep a journal in which you detail the changes in your life that will have occurred as a result of your success in achieving your goals. Describe the experience in as much detail as possible, including how it will make you feel, what it will taste like, and what it will smell like. Number 7. Forgive your failures and then keep going. The truth is that we all make mistakes along the way, even you. There's no reason to feel guilty about it. To be truly ashamed of something is to make no effort to improve for the future. When you stop being diligent about your health and fitness routine for a day, whether it's because you skipped a nutritious meal, failed to finish a job, or failed to exercise, allow yourself to be lenient. Self-criticism can be useful, but too much of it can lead to discouragement and a decision to give up. If you make a mistake along the way, ask yourself, what happened that day that made me lose my consistency? And use the information to improve for the next time. Then, what can I do to prevent this from happening again? Yes, this is the crux of the matter. Do not give up. Instead, dust yourself up and try again tomorrow. Put the past in the past. Keep your focus where it needs to be, in the here and now. A person who fails 1,000 times but keeps trying is far closer to their objective than someone who fails once but gives up. Number 8. Do it anyway. That's why we set such lofty goals for ourselves. We wouldn't put in so much effort if they were simple. Here is when the strength of character you've been working on comes into play. Do you tend to give up if things get tough? Or do you tend to keep your word even on the days when you detest working towards your goal? Don't worry about what others think and just get it done. You need to bury your head in the job. Write the words, practice the instrument, or lift the weights. Inspiration is great, but it's not required. The time has come for you to act. Achieving your objectives is a matter of becoming consistent. Becoming a master of consistency requires taking responsibility of one's own life and creating productive patterns of behavior. You may be familiar with the legend of the stone mason who used a hammer to break a huge boulder. No matter if it is his first birthday or his 100th, the boulder remains unchanged. But once you smash the boulder 1,000 times, it splits in two and helps you advance. It's possible that you, the person making progress toward your objective, will feel like you're the stonemason and nothing is happening, or that you'll view your efforts as nothing more than a tedious homework assignment. Bear in mind that you must persevere because just as the boulder was finally split in two, so too will the exam eventually arrive. If you've prepared well, you'll succeed magnificently. As we are all trying to master consistency, let's try this millennial way you can work on that allows you to make profitable money online right from the comfort of your own home. And as a matter of fact, you can take it with you anywhere you go. If that interests you, make sure to click the first link down below to find out. Thank you guys so much for watching Boss Advisory, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the bell so you get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day and see you on the next one.